Hello everyone, welcome back to Mrs. Drewry food channel. In today's recipe I am going to show you how I make my Ghanaian chichinga or kebab or suya. If you are interested, please keep on watching and I'll see you later on. So the first thing to do is to soak your skewers in water for about an hour so that it doesn't burn when in the oven. So now onto the meat. I have got here rumpsteak and I bought about 2 kilos. You can use any meat cut you like. But I have also got some diced beef because my kids prefer this one. So this is about 1.5 kilos. For the veggies, I've got 1 yellow bell pepper, a red one, an orange one, a red onion, and 2 Turkish green peppers. I'm going to use Suya spices, of course, and right now I've got about 5 tablespoons. I am also going to use oil, and I've got here about half a cup of vegetable oil. And I'm going to use Maggi cubes, so I'll use between 2 and 3. And I am also going to add a bit of garlic granules, which is totally optional. So let's get started. So I've washed and dried my meat already, and now I'm going to cut it up into cubes. So I didn't use a meat tenderizer this time because these cuts were very thin and already soft. But if you need to tenderize it, please use a meat tenderizer. So now I'm going to cut it into cube size, and I won't cut it too big because it will take a longer time to cook, but it all depends on you on how big and how small you want the cut to be. Alright, now that I have cut my rumpsteak, I'm going to transfer it into my bowl, and then I'm going to carry on with my diced beef. Although these cuts are not too big, I am still going to look for the bigger cuts because of my children. You know how children are. It's better for them to have smaller cuts. So this is why I am doing it now. But if you think the diced size is good for you, then it's perfect. And now I'm going to transfer it into a different bowl because I am not going to add veggies for these ones. Why? Just because my kids are picky eaters sometimes. So now I've got here my rumpsteak and my diced beef ready. So now on to the veggies. So I am using a red onion today. Not that it makes any difference, but it's just for the color. So cut the onion in two and then cut each half in two, or you can even cut it a bit smaller if the onion is a large one like this one. All right, so next I am going to separate the onions just as you see here, and when I get to the top like this one, I'm just going to leave it on the side because it's going to fall apart on the skewer. So I'm just going to use it for something else like a salad or a stew or whatever. And now I'm going to chop my bell peppers. So you know something, I learned this hack on TikTok. Why didn't I know this before? So basically, to make it simple for you, you just cut along the lines and then cut it, and then you won't have any seeds. Can you imagine that? Why didn't I know this before? But anyway, this hack has helped me a lot. So once I've done that, I am going to remove all the white parts that are in the bell pepper to make it look nice. And then I am going to cut my bell pepper in a suitable size, just like the onion. Okay, so if you like this size, I think is the perfect one, but some people like it a bit bigger. Okay, so do as you like, but for me this is the perfect size for my bell peppers. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my Turkish green pointed pepper. So I cut both ends and then I cut it in two so that it will be easy for me to remove the seeds. One thing I need you to know, is that these peppers are extremely spicy. I would say the level is like the Scotch bonnet pepper, but if you don't like it very spicy, please do not use this one. They have a similar one that is a bit darker, that is sweet like the bell pepper, so you can go for that one instead. But this one, I am warning you, Eshi papa, no kone ya papa. All right, so then cut it the size you wanted, and then I did the same thing for my other peppers, so the yellow one and the orange one. All right, so here are my veggies, nice and ready. So now I'm gonna go back and take care of my meat. I am going to put about 5 tablespoons of Ghana Suya spices on my meat. And now I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of garlic granules. You can use garlic powder or you can ignore it completely. And then I am going to add 1 maggi cube to my meat, and again, this is totally optional. You can use salt if you like. Next, I'm going to add oil. So I am using vegetable oil, but you can use peanut oil if you like, and I use half a cup of oil. And now I'm gonna go in with my washed hands, but if you want to wear gloves, please go ahead and use it, but make sure you mix the meat and the spices very well. Okay, it's very important. And now I'm going to cover my meat with cling film, and then I am going to keep it in the fridge for about 1 hour. You can go up to 2 hours if you are not in a hurry. All right. Okay, dear friends, so my meat has been in my fridge for about an hour, and now it is ready, and I am about to start my suya. And by the way, I did the same for the diced beef, the same method. So making kebab or chichinga is pretty straightforward. There is no particular order. You can start with the meat or the veggies or whatever you like. You do it as you please. Just make sure it looks nice. Okay, so there is no right or wrong way to do it, and you can put in as many meat as you like, 4, 5, 3, whatever you like. Put 2 if you are stingy. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the diced beef, but as you can see here, I didn't add any veggies to it just because of my children. Alright, so the meat is ready here. So I have got some with no veggies, some with just onion, and some with multiple veggies. So I have preheated my oven at 170 degrees, and I have put some foil on my tray, and now I'm going to place my kebabs on it. And just before I put it in the oven, I have got here 3 tablespoons of suya spice, and I added 1 maggi cube to it, and I'm going to add oil, about half a cup, and then I am going to mix it. Make sure you mix it well so that no lumps are in your suya pepper mixture. Alright, so now I am going to brush my kebabs with the kebab preparation I just did so that it doesn't dry up in the oven. Alright, so everything is ready now and it's going in the oven for now. Let's start with about 20 minutes and look at these wonderful kebabs or suya. And I am just turning them over now to make sure all my meat is cooked evenly. And just before I put it back in the oven, I am going to brush the other side again with my suya mixture. Okay, so again, this will prevent it from getting too dry in the oven. All right, so now let's pop it back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. And voila, this is it. My beef suya or chichinga is ready, and look at this fabulous suya. And this is a close-up here for you to see, and it smells so awesome. Oh my god, guys, And now, last but not least, I am going to sprinkle a little bit more of the suya pepper on my kebabs, and this is it, guys. Look at this. Don't you want to eat this when you see it? Alright guys, so this was my Ghana style chichinga or kebab or suya or even yaji. So if you did enjoy watching this video, please give me a thumbs up, leave me a message, a comment, share my videos, and most important, subscribe to my channel, turn your notification bell on if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time for another recipe. Bye bye, take care, bye.